Hi everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new video. It's a brand new month. Yes, we are entering May. Where the hell is this year going? I have no idea. I swear since we had the pandemic, the years are going faster. I don't know what happened. Maybe we've gone through some viral space-time continuum or something like that. Anyway, we're in another month. We're in May, so that means it's time to take a look at all the stuff that I picked up and had delivered for the lovely month of April. Okie dokie. Right, let's have a look then. Okay, so there's only about 20 titles for April, so it's still pretty good, but it's not extravagant. But I'm very happy with all the stuff that I've got. I have divided it into all the sections. So we're going to start off with the Blu-rays. And these are not in any particular order of when I picked them up through the month. It's just, they're just in the order of Blu-rays, 4K, steelbooks, box sets. Okay, so first one I'm going to show is a film called The Killer. This is Cine Asia, and it says here Korean cinema has its John Wick. So yes, I did watch the trailer for this. It actually looks very good. Kind of cross between John Wick and The Raid, I believe. But I am looking forward to watching this. It's one of the best action movies of the year, according to the Action Elite. Superbly choreographed fight scenes. So yes, so that's pretty good. I do love these Cine Asia films. They are coming out with a lot of good quality stuff. And the Cine Asia war films are just a cut above anything that America's producing at the moment, except maybe, you know, like 1917 and I can't believe I'm going to say this, All Quiet on the Western Front, which at first viewing I didn't like. Anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. So there is The Killer. Next up, of course, had to get this one, and it was a bit of a hunt around to try and get the slipcover because HMV stores, and I still haven't seen it in a store, so I don't know what's happened there. You can get it online, but so far as getting a Megan slipcover, you've been reduced to supermarkets. Who would have thought that people will be hunting for Blu-rays in supermarkets again? Yeah, specifically Morrison's and Asda. Yeah, although I think Asda had more than anybody else. But anyway, I really wanted it with a slipcover. If I couldn't have found it with a slipcover, then I would have tried to look for a purple case for it. But I do love this slipcover. It does have some spot gloss on it, and it makes the package complete. Yeah, and it's a good film. I really enjoyed the film at the cinema. Unseen edition. I don't know what's included in the unseen edition, but I'm looking forward to watching the unseen edition. So yeah, really enjoyed that film. Very good. Okay, next up, I'm still not sure whether or not I should have bought this, but it might be a bit of fun. If not, then I'll probably just give it away to someone. It's Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Yes, this ain't no bedtime story. I can't say anything about it. I know barely anything about it, so I'm just going to go into it blind. Well, obviously not with Winnie the Pooh, the character, but I don't think bears any resemblance to the other Winnie the Pooh. But anyway, I'll share my thoughts on that when I watch it. I'm sure it's going to be a bloodbath. Yeah. Oh Christ! Aren't they? Isn't the same people that did this? Aren't they supposed to be doing a Bambi film? God help us! They're going to be butchering every single Disney movie. Little Mermaid, you're going to get skewered. Okay. Next one I picked up, and I picked this one up down Brighton because I am missing two of the films. I decided to pick up the Evil Dead trilogy. Which consists of Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness. Now, I have seen the original film, and I've also seen the 2013 remake as well as Evil Dead Rise, which I had a ball with at the cinema. I loved that film. Yeah, I need to see the other two. And I picked this up. This was $12.99, I think, for all three films. So I'm glad I got that. I can check out the other films. Now I just need to track down the TV series. Yeah, with Bruce Campbell in. So I just need to track down that TV series. 3 seasons, I think. So that's Evil Dead. What else have we got? Next up is a Posh Knob label. Yeah, it's one of the Posh Knob releases. Directed by Terry Gilliam. It's The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. I know a lot of people have had a problem trying to pronounce it, but I haven't seen this film since I was at school. I must have been about 17 or 18 the last time I watched this film, which means this must have been made in the early 80s. Does it say? 1988, well, late 80s. Yeah, because I left school in 87, so it probably would have been a year or two after that. But I haven't seen it since. So I'm looking forward to watching this. I wouldn't say as a mature adult, but just as an adult. Because I was probably still very childlike. I don't know when I left school. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, that's what it looks like inside, so it looks good. I probably didn't understand the story back then either. And it comes with, I think it comes with a poster. Well, it comes with that. It comes with a booklet. Yeah, that's a lot of text. Yeah. And some pictures and some cast and all that kind of stuff. John Neville, I believe. It's starring John Neville. He was in an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, I'm pretty sure, back in the day, back in the 80s. I can't quite remember what the character was. This also does star Eric Idle, as well as Sting, Alison Steadman, Uma Thurman, really? Jonathan Pryce, Oliver Reed. I can't remember anything about this film. I really can't. So that's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to watching that and just see what wackiness Terry Gilliam actually released. Okay. Right, next up is what I've just been talking about just now. We have The Evil Dead, the 2013 remake. And this I picked up in HMV for £4.99, I think it was. It was £4.99 with any purchase, and I hadn't already got it, so of course I was going to pick it up with a new one coming out. And I really enjoyed this film. Yeah, I will talk more about it in my movies review series that's coming up, as well as the first Evil Dead. I'll talk about that one as well. But I thought that was good. I thought it was good. Next up, we have a nice little film, nice little heartwarming film. This is called Brian and Charles. Yes, this was Jamie Powell's #1 film of 2022. So I figured I'll put it on. I put it on a couple of nights ago. And yeah, it was good. It was good. It was really good. I mean, I love this guy. He's absolutely hilarious. And he's so... what you see is what you get. I mean, he was in Derek. He was fantastic in Ricky Gervais's Derek and also Afterlife. I think he may have been in Extras, or I had a few scenes in Extras. I can't quite remember. I just remember a scene between, I think it was him and Ricky Gervais in the bloopers in a caravan trying to do the lines. I think it was him, I'm pretty sure. But good film, really good film. I will talk about this one as well. Next up, we have a film by Junya Sato. Yeah, I'm just going to butcher everything, aren't I? Yeah, I had to pick this up, watch the trailer for it. This is The Bullet Train. Yeah, this is Speed. This is Speed. Or rather, Speed was influenced by this movie. I know. But I have changed the artwork around because you get double-sided artwork, and I really like that artwork. It's fabulous artwork. And you do get a really nice thick booklet inside as well, with lots of details and lots of pictures and all about the film. Yeah, this is basically about a bullet train that someone plants a bomb on, and it can't go slower than 88 kilometers an hour. I think it's 88. Or 80. It can't drop below 80 kilometers per hour or it'll explode. Yeah, it's speed, but this came first. So you can see where speed was influenced. So I definitely want to try that one. And I do love trains. I do love these type of fast moving bullet type trains. So I'm looking forward to that. Hang on a minute. That's better. Okay, so that's the Blu-rays out the way. Let's move on to the 4Ks then. 4Ks, yes. Got a couple of Star Treks first. So first of all, we have Star Trek Generations. Definitely had to pick this up, or definitely had to pick all of them up because, you know, I'm a Trekkie or a Trekker. Yeah, I don't think Star Trek fans like being called Trekkies anymore. I think we are Trekkers. I've been called worse. Yes, so really enjoy this film. This is fantastic. It looks great. It sounds great. The saucer section crashing is incredible. And who would have thought all these years later the saucer section was actually recovered and reused? Yes, fantastic. So there we go. So that is Generations. My favourite of the Next Generation movies is First Contact with the Borg. Yes, sounds Swedish. I love this film. I love the music in this film. I love the opening. There isn't anything I don't like about this film. Really. Yeah, it's my favourite. It's actually my second favourite Star Trek film of all time, behind Wrath of Khan. Next up, we have a nice Star Trek film. That's all I'll say. It's Insurrection. It plays out more like a 2-episode strung together. Do you remember the old Next Generation episodes that they used to do, 2-parters, and then they would string them together? You know, like we had The Best of Both Worlds, Redemption, Birthright, and stuff like that. Feels like a 2 episodes strung together. But it's still a really enjoyable film, and there's some great classic moments in it. But it's not as good as the other two. The picture quality on these Star Treks is great as well. And the last one of Star Trek Next Generation is Nemesis, which was always dubbed as the worst of the Next Generation films, and one of the worst Star Trek films there is. And I think it gets better with repeated viewing. Yeah, the story's not that strong. It relies too much on the Romulans. I know it's a Romulan story, but I do love the B4 scenes in this. And now, having watched Picard now, season 3, this is much more appealing and familiar, and it's kind of like Picard season 3's long lost brother, because of the relevance of B4 in the new series. But it's got Tom Hardy in it, and you can't go wrong with Tom Hardy. What about Venom? Let There Be Carnage. That's not that bad, people. But yeah, I love the action scenes in this as well, and it's all right. It's a good Star Trek film, but I think probably I'll like it even more having watched Picard season 3 now as well. Okay, so that's the Star Treks. Now on to the regular 4Ks. We have Paul Newman in Cool Hand Luke. Yes, this is part of the, what is it, 100, celebrating every story, the 100 years of Warner Brothers. taking the movie away from one moment, I wish they wouldn't have actually put this up here. It's kind of like, I don't like it. Yeah, I'd rather them just not do that on my slip covers. It's not all about you. Anyway, I did watch this film. I will talk about this film. I love prison films, and I will talk about this film. Yeah. But I'll tell you one thing, the picture quality on this, it was stunning. For the year 1960 something, I can't see it at the moment, but 50 something, 67 I think. Something like that. I can't read it. It's too bloody small. You need a magnifying glass for that. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, really, really good film. And like I said, the picture quality was fantastic. But I will talk about that in a little bit more depth. Okay, right, back to the 4Ks. Now, if you'd told me probably about a year ago, whenever it came onto Netflix, that I'd be picking this up in 4K, I'd have thought you'd off your bloody rocker. Yeah, I picked up All Quiet on the Western Front. The first viewing of this film on Netflix, both me and my dad got bored. We turned it off after about half an hour, I think it was. It might be due to the fact that maybe because we watched the dubbed, so we watched it in English dub, where you really need to watch the native German edition. But I did watch it all the way through again on my own, and I have to say that it's a very impressive film, and it's a better war film than I give it credit, or I did give it credit for. There we go, yeah. And it's a weird G-slip and all that kind of stuff. But a bit of a weird package, really. It's an oversized digibook. I don't know why they wanted to create it this size and not Blu-ray size to fit in the shelf with everything else. But it doesn't really matter. It looks nice. It looks like a nice book. It's got a nice spine, nice pictures. It's all very well produced. It was £35, so a little bit pricey. You know, this is more expensive than a 4K steelbook. So it's a little bit more expensive than I'd have hoped. And it might be the reason why there's still quite a lot of them in HMV stores. But anyway, there we go. If it means we get a Netflix film coming out on physical media, I don't mind. I'm not going to moan about it. Fantastic. Now we just need to get Chris Hemsworth Extraction onto 4K. Yes, please. And a few others as well. So that was All Quiet on the Western Front. Next up, we have a nice little action film. A good bit of Gerard Butler. Plane. Yes, I am giving away a copy of this as well in my recent giveaway. But this is good. This is not very long. It's about an hour and 40 minutes. And it's basically about an airplane that gets struck by lightning and has to make a forced landing onto an island. And there's hostiles. And it kind of like it starts out a bit like Turbulence and ends like Rambo. Basically. But it's a good action film. Gerard Butler, you can't go wrong as an action star, and it's good. It's really good. I really enjoy it. Fantastic. So that's the 4Ks. Now on to steelbooks. Of singular steelbooks, I've only got 2. That's a weak month. Yeah. Right. Okay. So first one, I had to pick this one up. Babylon. I know very little about the film itself. I know it's by, is it Damien Chazelle? Yeah, Damien Chazelle. It's set in the 1920s, about Hollywood and stuff like that. It's got a hell of a cast in it, as you can see on the front there. Margot Robbie was the main attraction, why I wanted it, and Brad Pitt, and so many actors in here. This is a 3-disc steelbook as well. It includes the 4K, the feature film on Blu-ray, and a special features disc on 3D, 3D on disc 3. So yeah, I had to pick it up. Whether or not it's my type of film, I don't know. We can only watch it and decide ourselves. So I will watch that and then I'll decide myself. Yes. Okay. Next up, I just want to talk a little bit about this because I was just looking at the Big Pauly Chatting Movies and Facebook page. If you're not a member on Facebook, I've got a Facebook group called Big Pauly Chatting Movies and TV. Yes. Go over and be a member. Come and join us and get involved in the chat and all that kind of stuff. That's a shameless plug, isn't it? If ever I've seen one. But I saw a bit about this. Someone said that it's been more than a year now without a UK release. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Yeah, we're talking about everything, everywhere. Hang on, everything, everywhere, all at once. You know, you got an American release, you got a French release, you got a German release. Personally, I wouldn't advise getting the French release because there's no English subtitles for the foreign language bits. So go for the German release, and that's why I went for this. This is the Steelbook, and there is actually a Digibook. I've also got the German Digibook, but I just had to get the Steelbook. I love the Steelbook and I love the design on that as well. And I really need to give this another watch as well for about the 4th time because this is a classic film and this deserved everything that it got at the Oscars and the BAFTAs. And Michelle Yeoh, yeah, you deserved it, my love. You deserved it, definitely. So that's Everything Everywhere All at Once. If you still haven't bought it and you're waiting, I would advise just to buy it elsewhere. Buy it, you know, import it from Germany, import it from America, anywhere that has it. Forget the UK. We probably won't get one. And when they do decide to release it, it'll probably be DVD only. So just go outside. And obviously being a German one, yes, it does have English subtitles for the foreign bits. So it's perfect. And the title is in English. And the audio as well, fantastic audio, Dolby Atmos, and it's Region B. So you know, even though you're buying it for the 4K, the Blu-ray will play. That's another shameless plug, isn't it? Paul, are you in league with Amazon Germany? If only they sent me movies to check out. Yeah. Okay, next up, I've got 2 big ones. Well, ones are larger than this one, but we'll do this one first. This is Leonardo DiCaprio. This is The Wolf of Wall Street, and this is the Arrow. This is the 4K box set. Yeah, got even all the information on the back there. We've got a floppy card, and I love the inside of this where it looks like, is it supposed to be like a kind of like a briefcase or something? I love that. It's all gold in foiled. Is that a kind of word? And it just looks like a Filofax, doesn't it? It looks great. It's got some like business cards. We've got an American Express. Even got a signature on the back. I'm going to try and use that. No, I'm not. It's an American Express black card. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, hang on. I've only just noticed that. It's not an American Express. It's an American Express. An American XS. I suppose for copyright they can't use it, can they? They can't use American Express. But you know what I mean. Yeah, and then we got another business card as well. We've got an entrepreneur business card that, and then sell me this pen. I'm sure that means something. And then there's booklets and all kinds of stuff. And we even have $100 bill. I'll try not to spend that. Paul, you won't be able to spend that. It's not real. Oh dear me. So that's quite novel. And then we've got the 4K and the Blu-ray here. I haven't actually opened this, so okay. Oh well, that's a bit raunchy. Yeah, and 2 discs in there. If you're wondering why I'm looking a bit lost about, oh my god, is that some drugs? About what this film is, there is a reason why. I've never seen it, so I've only heard things about it and seen clips, so I'm going to have to check that out. Right, okay, so last one now, last title, and it's quite a biggie. I've done a box set unboxing for this. It finally came from Zavvi, and it's Pirates of the Caribbean, the 4K Steelbook collection. So this is all 5 films in a nice box there with some nice spot gloss and 5 steelbooks. They all kind of like follow the same design pattern, so they're all like that. And they all have a variation of the skull and crossbones on the back, so very nice. And that's the steelbook. So yeah, I did do an unboxing for that one, so you can check that one out. I believe that is it. I think that is it. That is it. Yeah, that is everything. So like I say, it's not a huge haul, but it's, I would say, quality stuff, and it's stuff that I enjoy and excites me. Yes. Well, hopefully some of it does. I can't say anything about Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, but I'll let you know on that one anyway. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like it by giving it some thumbs up. Blah, 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 blah. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share, and I'll see you on the next video very soon. Bye bye.